for the collective. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love all of your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Yes, I do. Please keep them coming. Oh, yeah. So let's see what the energies are. So there's somebody in the energy of observing you and reporting back. Whatever they're observing of you and reporting back, it's very disappointing news. Because they see that you are still an emperor, empress energy, whether you are a man or a woman. We got the devil card here. There's hatred, there's anger, there's frustration. Somebody is feeling overly emotional when it comes to you. Their energy is consumed by you. They go to project something onto you and then it goes right back to them. So every time they think that they've done something to you, one have the upper hand over you, they see that they don't. They are very restricted. They're holding on to hope, but they're very restricted. Hey, Devoted Divine. Okay, also, you guys are very loved by God, the angels, spirit, your ancestors. You guys are very, very protected by the spiritual realm. And that has these... So you guys are loved, of course, by, humans, but you're also loved by the earthly realm. And somebody's feeling like, but I've made, offerings. I've done this. I sold my soul. Why don't I have the upper hand? Hey, Wendy. So somebody's like, I've done all of these things and I get no favor. But you've devoted your life to God, your faith, whoever you are. You guys have faith. And that's what's paying off here. You're very loved, protected by the angelic realms and the spiritual realms. And, somebody doesn't understand why they're not nurtured and loved, because the devil doesn't nurture and love. That's why. Hey, Boss Lady Nichols. Yeah, the devil doesn't nurture. That's not how that goes, in case anybody was confused. In case there was a confusion there. He's not out here singing Rockabye Baby. That's not how this goes. But okay, I've given this example before, collective. Like a few years ago, for example, with me, anytime there's something that I need, so there could be something going on behind the scenes that I'm not even aware of. My spirit guides, the angels, they'll give me like a little bit of a cold so that I have to sit back and eat ice cream and watch TV and be cuddled up in my bed. And then as soon as the cold goes away, a miracle will happen, like a big, huge miracle will happen, something beyond my wildest dreams. And I'll not have known anything that happened. So, collective, that's what's happening. Oh, you are so welcome, Jennifer. So, this is something that is triggering somebody because they're realizing this. They're realizing that every attempt that they make on you, you get raised up higher. And they don't understand this because they're like, wait a minute, you were supposed to be taken down. Boss Lady Nichols wrote, me too. So maybe some of you don't, some people don't understand what's going on. So maybe some of you, this stuff happens to you all the time, but you're not putting two and two together. So I am here to connect the dots for you. Literally, let's say you were supposed to go on a trip and you didn't go. That was for your protection. Some of you might be like, oh my God, I've got a cold. It's the end of the world. No, it's actually saved your world. When you couldn't go on that trip, when you were late for work, when your favorite restaurant was out of that food could have been rotten food that would have made you deathly ill for weeks or months. So, be thankful for these setbacks. Be thankful for I always tell you guys, I think everything happens as it should, even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment. So somebody hates that you guys think this way. They want you to be discouraged. They want you to think, oh no, blah, blah, blah. They want you to look at the cup as half empty instead of half full. But because you guys have your faith, your optimism, your clear knowing, that's what saved you. And they know that this is what saves you and that you're unshakable. So there is somebody here they just cannot wrap their head around why you keep winning. Why? They feel like, wait a minute, collective was supposed to be done for 100 years ago, 1 million years ago. You guys are leveling up and leveling up and leveling up and leveling up, and then they can't stop it. You know, collective, I feel like, that's right, Devoted Divine wrote, they hate our faith in the divine. Like, how are you mad at my walk with God? Amen to that. So we got this 10 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. No matter how hard they work to harm you, not a hair on your head is touched. You don't even get a scratch. You end up celebrating. And they don't know how this is possible. Someone has literally sacrificed themselves in order to get you harmed. Like where do you go from there? They're like, what else can I do? I've already sold my soul. What else can I do? Like, what other offerings can I give? So they're like, wait a minute, if me selling my soul didn't get me what I wanted, what will? So there's somebody here who's at the end of the rope. Because they're like there's nothing else I can sell. Like I've sold the most valuable thing. So there's somebody here who's really like, they're just, they're never happy. Once somebody engages in things like that, do you remember do you guys know who the Island Boys are? I don't really know any of their music, but I remember the young one talking. I guess they're two twins. They're called the Island Boys. They're Puerto Rican. I'm too old for all that, but they were, the younger generation. The Island Boys, one of them was like, ever since I sold my soul, I've never been happy a day. I just can't find happiness. I've never woken up happy. There's nothing I can give to myself that will make me happy. I find zero enjoyment, zero satisfaction. But you, collective, you find joy and satisfaction in pretty much everything. In everything. So there's somebody who hates your joy. They hate that you literally look outside and you see the trees and you think, what beautiful trees. Look at, like, God made this, like, wow. You look at the sky and you look at the clouds and you're like mesmerized. They can't do that. They can't find joy in simple things. They just don't have it in them. And they look at you and discuss, like, how dare you be happy when I can't find it? Now, you have an evil magician here. Now, an evil magician could be a spiritualist that does negative things. Now, just to clarify, there are spiritual people who work for the good of others, and there are spiritual people who work for the detriment of others, right? So just like churches, there are some churches that are good and some churches that are evil, right? So there's a light and dark. There's a mixture, right? So some are all the way one side and some are all the way the other side. So whoever this is, they're all the way on the dark side. This could just be like a malicious person with a hateful, evil heart that just, they like to cause trouble for other people. Could be a Karen. This could be, an actual dark spiritualist. It depends on like what your situation is, because not everything is black magic. Not everything in the world is black magic. Sometimes it's just a bad human being that likes to lie, cheat, and steal and harm others, right? So in this case, with this situation, whoever this person is, their life's work is solely to bring other people down, is to pinpoint people with light and to try to take out the light, snuff out the light. That is their life mission. So whoever these people are, you guys are so full of light and love that it's their soul mission to erase you. Now, for others of you, somebody wants you to get like them. They're like, wow, if we could turn this one to the other side, to the dark side, wow, we would be so powerful. Wow, if we could take this one out, this would really raise us. So, yeah. So it could just be a matter of that. Maybe some of you have children. Maybe some of you have lovely children. People want to harm your love. Like some of you maybe have children with a beautiful heart. They want your children to be like their children and be evil. They want your children to experience adult issues. Somebody could be mad at you because you keep your children away from filth. Maybe some of you are extra religious, or you have certain belief systems where you don't allow your children to dress provocatively, or you don't allow your children to watch certain movies, listen to certain music, or associate with certain children. Maybe you don't allow your children to be one of those kids that are walking the streets with no supervision. And somebody could be angry with you, like, who do you think you are? They feel like it's an attack on their own fathering or mothering skills. I'm sorry to hear that, devoted divine. And that does happen a lot, unfortunately. That's the ultimate. They hate their lives, so they take it out on the children. That's terrible. Reading specials are $25. I offer same-day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that'd be super duper lovely. I also have spell work on the second page of my only website, jamiezebra23.com. You know what I just heard? Oh, wow. This has gotten deep. Okay. I just heard, this isn't your fight, it's our fight. And then I saw Archangel Michael with a sword. So this could be like, maybe some of you, maybe at one point it was about you. Now it's a fight between good and evil. So I feel like for some of you, there's a war or a big battle going on and you're not even in it. Like, it's like you go over there and let the big dogs fight now. So that's what it looks like now. It looks like for some of you, this is not even about you. Now it's a matter of, now you got to take it up with me. So for some of you, yeah, all you got to, maybe that's what that was about when I saw sit it out. It's time to sit it out. So yeah, so maybe you guys are sitting it out because there's a bigger fight going on. It's the battle of the deities. It's the battle of God versus the devil. It's a battle. Yeah, there's a battle going on. And for some reason it's saying you're being blessed with money because of it. What this? Okay. So it's kind of like a poker game. So there's like, the money's all in the pot. There's a lot to lose. And an amateur comes walking in, but the amateur's got like the earpiece in and somebody's instructing the amateur on how to play. And then the amateur walks away with all the money. That's what it's looking like here. You walked away with all the money. Like, it's like you're supposed to, like, maybe some of you literally have no idea what is going on. Maybe some of you are like, I don't know what's happening, but something just doesn't feel right. But somehow I keep getting all these good things. Somehow I keep getting showered. I don't know. Something feels a little weird, but I keep getting showered with all these blessings and I don't know how. Yeah. If this resonates with you, if you are a bit of an amateur when it comes to, like, the spiritual stuff, spiritual knowledge and things like that, and you're literally walking just with faith and no knowledge, and you notice you keep winning and winning and winning and winning and winning, this is your story. If you guys are just existing, like you're just trying to, like, just, This is your story. But somebody here, they don't get it. They're like, we thought we had this in the bag. We thought we won this. Now, also what I'm getting is somebody's feeling nauseous. There is an evil, demonic person that is feeling like they're going to vomit. Anytime they're around somebody of the light, so like, for example, let's say that there's like kids playing on the playground. Hey, sweet apple pie, long time no see. I missed you. I hope you're doing good. So maybe like somebody sees children like playing on the playground and they literally want to vomit. They get enraged. If you hear like kids singing or, you know, gospel music and it makes you sick, that's a sign that you're not, you know, that you need to do some soul searching. So somebody, anytime there's something positive happening, something beautiful going on, you know, let's say there's like a birth announcement, let's say somebody's, you know, renewing their vows. Hey, Johnetta, and somebody gets like, they feel sick or angry or frustrated. You need to do some soul search because your soul is very dirty. There's something very filthy within your soul. And you need to shift that. I go live every night from 9 p.m. Central Time Zone to 10:30 p.m. Central Time Zone. Join me. Exactly. Devoted Divine said it sounds like an energy attachment. Absolutely. Okay, guys, JamieZebra23.com to talk for now. Love you long time.